This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 1 and verse 17. Thou therefore gird up thy loins and arise, and speak unto them all that I have commanded thee. Be not dismayed at their faces, lest I confound you before them. Now the word confound can also be found in one of the etymology words of the word stupid, which means confounded. So the Lord told Jeremiah, our forefather Jeremiah, that if he doesn't gird up his loins and arise to speak and prophesy against the nation of Israel and the heathens, that he's going to confound them. He's going to make him look stupid before them. So the title of this lesson is your fear of looking confounded or stupid is the only stupid thing about you. Okay, and the inspiration of this lesson came out of this. It was a quote. It was a motivational site, that I was browsing through. Because at times, one of the ways how I get inspired to make lessons, Akim, I browse through motivational or inspirational quotes, that speak about discipline and how to be a better man, in pursuit of your passions. Okay, and our passion in this in this thing of ours is the truth. Especially if you're a man of Yahweh Shem Shai. And before I go any further, call halal Yahweh Shem Shai wa raka'ak wadash. Double honor to my apostles and elders at the great Muslim camps, which are the men that taught me the 100% truth according to the law and the prophets. And shalom to you, Akim, that are still continuing, fighting and contending for the faith. So here, what you see here, it's let's say this is a man of the Lord, right? Or prior to him being a man of the Lord, because really a man of the Lord are the men that you see in the highways and the hedges, who are contending for the faith, and who are in a position of prophesying against great kingdoms. So this right here, you could this individual anime, you could say it's a man of the Lord. And here, it's an elder. Now he does have long hair, but that's not the case. The case is, you got to be spiritual. So this is Jake, man, saying that he's afraid that he will look foolish or stupid if he pursues this thing. And this thing of ours is what? Prophecy, man, which is the most important under charity, right? Charity, to prophesy is a very important responsibility to an Israelite man. It says here that if he pursues the thing that he's passionate about, he will look stupid. And the response from let's say this is an elder, right, speaking through the spirit, is telling Jake that your fear of looking stupid is the only stupid thing about you, man. So because you're gonna have brothers, man, who know they gotta you gotta be in the highways and hedges, at least once a week, depending on your schedule, depending on your lifestyle. But deep down in your spirit, hey, you gotta be out there, man. That's your responsibility, and that's what comes out first, man. You gotta serve the Lord, because really a true man, a true man of the Lord, his purpose, man, is to serve. And who are you serving? You're serving Yahweh Shem Shai. And through serving Yahweh Shem Shai, that's also a token or a sign that you're serving your brothers, and not just your brothers of the elect, but the sheep. We're here to serve the sheep of Yahweh Shem Shai. Secondly, because primarily it's the Lord, and while you're serving the Lord, naturally you're actually also serving Okay, the sheep. So this anime display, okay, of inspirational quote can actually be found here in Jeremiah, the first chapter. Okay, Jeremiah, he was a young brother. Okay, he I believe he was around 12 years old, if I'm not mistaken, anywhere from the age of 12 to around, let's say 21. Give that range, but he was a very young a brother, and according to the law of warfare, you're considered a youngster or a man who's ready to go to war by the age of 20. So give or take, man, Jeremiah was around 12 to 20, 21 years old, and the Lord, he called him out, because you might be a brother that's young in the faith, and the Lord calls you. He calls you for his spiritual military. He calls you to commit. Just like in the world. Okay, in the world here with Esau, you have something known as the GI Bill. Okay, now matter of fact, let me get that real quick. GI Bill. It says the GI Bill, formerly known as the Serviceman Readjustment Act of 1944. Okay, is the give me a second. It says is a post after 9/11. It pays for your tuition, your monthly allowance. Pretty much if you take a 4-year service, man, Esau will he will back you up, okay, in your for your lifestyle, right? But spiritually, okay, this GI Bill that the Lord gave us, it's a bill that's gonna last, okay, until the end, man. If you're of his elect, okay, because we were called, okay, to serve, okay, like it says here, servicemen, and that's what we are, Akim. We are service or servants of the Heavenly Father. So this is Jeremiah 1 and 4, and the Lord can call you at a very young age. He could call you. I seen a young brother, man, probably like 10 years old, man, out there with his. I believe that was his dad. I'm not mistaken. About 2 years ago, he was out there, man, teaching the word. Okay, hey, the Lord can call you when you're 50 years old. Okay, he might call you at 40. Okay, but the most the common age where the Lord calls brothers for the faith, man, it's at around the age of 20, 21, which that's the age that you're ready to go to war spiritually, right? It says here, verse 4, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, before I formed you in the belly, I knew you, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. You see, and this is a scripture that proves predestination, man. So the Lord's the one that he ordains you, okay, and there's something you can do, man. For example, our forefather Jonah, when he was commanded to prophesy against the city of Nineveh, and there was nothing he couldn't do. He tried to run away. He tried to flee from his lot. But if you're of the Lord's elect, man, the Lord's gonna, catch you, man. He's gonna do he's gonna set things up for you to actually go out to the highways and hedges and prophesy, man, and no matter what, because that's your lot. Okay, that's how the Lord he chose you to be his top man for a reason, man. Okay, and that's a very honorable position, Akim. So if you're called to do the work of Yahweh Shemel Shai, go to the highways and hedges, edify, man. Hey, that's a very honorable position, man. You should be very grateful that the Lord's calling you, okay, to be his serviceman unto all Israel, not just all Israel, but to prophesy against the nations. Okay, and part of prophesying against the nations and Esau, hey, you're gonna look foolish, man. You're gonna look stupid. You're gonna look like you're about to get confounded. Okay, like it tells you here in the book of First Corinthians 1:25. Let me get it in the King James. 1 Corinthians 1:25. It says, because the foolishness of Yahweh is wiser than man, and the weakness of Yahweh is stronger than man. So this truth is like unto foolishness to the people of the world. Okay, not knowing that this truth, it's the top knowledge, which knowledge is power. Okay, the top knowledge. Okay, in the whole planet, man. So for you, Akim, who have that mindset of, man, I'm gonna look stupid. I might get confounded. You might see family members too, because part of the times why brothers want to go out and teach is because of they might encounter a family member, they might encounter a friend. Yeah, I know me myself personally, man. I've encountered high school teachers, man, high school teachers, coaches. I've encountered worldly friends. I've encountered co-workers. I've encountered all types of people that I know in the world. Shit, my parents seen me prophesying the highways and hedges when I first came into the faith, man. And I look foolish, of course, and their eyes are like, man, he looks foolish, with the long garment, with the Bible, by himself, just looking foolish, man. Embarrassing, right? You look embarrassing, because whether you do the right thing, mainly when you're doing the right thing, man, you're always gonna have talkers, man, and that's a good thing, okay, because that's only gonna lead to proving that at the end of the day, like it tells you in Ezekiel 33, then shall they know that a prophet was amongst them. So this truth, man, okay, which is wiser than man, or that worldly man, whatever knowledge is out there, man, you got to keep in mind that the truth, okay, it's the wisest thing. Speaking the truth is the wisest thing to say in a time of ignorance, man. See, in a time of injustice, speaking truth, prophesying, it's the wisest thing to do, man. Okay, and if you're not speaking, if you're not serving the Lord, like it tells you here, justice is my delight. Because right now we're in the time of justice, man. We're in the time of how the world is upside down, and the Lord needs his man to stand up, man, stand up for righteousness in a world full of darkness. Isaiah 58:2. Yet they seek me daily and delight to know my ways, as a nation that did righteousness and forsook not the ordinance of their God. They ask of me the ordinances of justice. They take delight in approaching to Yahweh. Okay, that's one. This is another one. Isaiah 42:1. Behold, my servant, whom I uphold, mine elect, in whom my soul delighteth. I have put my spirit upon him. He shall bring forth judgment to the Gentiles. Okay, now this is speaking about Yahushua, is a prophecy of Yahushua, but this same prophecy applies to the men of the Lord, because after the sacrifice of Yahushua on the cross, okay, those same responsibilities that Yahushua was applying and during his ministry, okay, that same responsibility has been granted to us brothers. And to further prove that, you can read John the 17th chapter, the Lord's Prayer to his men. So the servant, who are the servants, the prophets, Amos 3:7, whom I uphold, mine elect, in whom my soul delighted. You see, so the Lord, he delights in Akim, who are who are looking stupid in the eyes of this world. But the motivational, the exhortation is what? Your fear of looking stupid is the only stupid thing about you. And I want to get a scripture here. It's the book of 1 Corinthians 4:10. We are fools for Hamashiach's sakes. You see that? So we're gonna look stupid Okay, for this truth. When you go into that word stupid in the Greek, it says foolish, dual, absurd, and pious. But now guess what? When you go into the which is morals, uh, go right here into the etymology. It goes into the word mysterion, man. It says hidden things, secret, mystery. See, so hey, we're a mystery to these people. We might look stupid, but really we're a mystery. We're we're hidden. We're counsel. We are the Lord's counsel. It says the secret counsel which govern God and dealing with the righteous, which are hidden from the ungodly and wicked man, but plain to the godly. You see, that's why when we're out there, okay, teaching the elect, the hopeful elect, man, they're able to understand, okay, what we're teaching, man. Whereas the wicked, when we're teaching, they don't understand, okay, the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. That's why Yahweh Shai said, unto you it is given the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but unto them it is not given. That's why he's speaking parables. So really, when you're out there in the highways and hedges, Zakyam, you're actually a mystery to these people. Now, they might seem that you look stupid, foolish, but deep down in the spirit, they know there's something very mysterious about what's coming out of your mouth, which is the words of Yahweh Shemel Shai, Akyam. So, hey, brothers, that you know that you're supposed to be out there, okay, to look foolish, which that's a good thing, man. You know, looking foolish, looking stupid, because like I said, and even tells you in the scriptures, man. Okay, the foolishness of preaching, man, is what's gonna prove, okay, that we really are the servants of Yahweh Shemel Shai in these last days. Now, when you go to the next slide, it says, but what if I embarrass myself and people make fun of me? And that's exactly what Jeremiah was saying, man. Hey, what about, I'm young, you know, or what if I, even Moses said to the Lord, hey, I'm not eloquent. Well, guess what? The Lord said, every word, let me get that, every word, Isaiah, this is the book of Isaiah 54:17. No weapon that is formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue, right, every language or even doctrine that shall arise against you, in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage or the legacy of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord. You see that, Akim? So when you're in the highways and the hedges, you know, you might encounter different doctrines, different teachings, different types of demonic entities who are going to try to confound you. But the Lord said what? Hey, no weapon that is formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against you in judgment thou shalt condemn. And the way you're going to condemn that is by what? 1 Corinthians 1:19. It says, for it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise, the intelligence of the intelligent I will frustrate. See, because this truth, though it sounds like foolishness to the people of the world, it actually frustrates them. See, when you go into the basics, Akyam, all you got to do is go into the basics, go into prophecy, hey, because you can never go wrong with prophecy. You're prophesying, you're going into the basics, into the milk, and that's just enough to confound, to frustrate, okay, these spirits, man. Frustrate the tokens. This is the book of Isaiah 44:25. That frustrateth the tokens of the liars, and maketh diviners mad. That turneth wise men backward, and maketh their knowledge foolish. You see that, Akim? So you might be in the highways and hedges, and you encounter this scholar, right? He's a scholar. He graduated with the PH or a bachelor's degree. You know, he's a what they call a super senior. You know, he's a psychologist. He's a whatever the case is. He's a lawyer. You know, he has his associates in criminology. You're gonna deal with these different spirits, man. You might encounter a priest, a Catholic priest, with 30 years of knowledge of the scriptures. Okay, You may encounter all kinds of entities, man, demonic entities, demonic knowledge. Hey, but guess what? The Lord said that this truth will frustrate the signs of the liars, man. And part of being a man of the Lord, you're gonna have to confront liars, okay, which is false doctrines. You're gonna have to confront false fables, because there's a spiritual warfare, man. And every time you're out there in the highways and hedges, man, you're really okay taking the W, man. Okay. Now we understand that this truth is not about cutting, because that's what we do. We cut, we rebuke. That's part of our legacy. But this truth is more than just cutting, man. Cutting and breaking strongholds. Hey, this truth is about the kingdom, man, because you're doing this for the kingdom of heaven. Okay. But again, first and foremost, you're doing it to please Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which is part of your job to do. Okay, to manifest the kingdom of heaven here on earth. It says, and maketh diviners mad, and turneth wise men backward, and maketh their knowledge foolish, that confirmeth the word of his servant, and performeth the counsel of his messengers, which are the prophets, that saith to Jerusalem, thou shalt be inhabited, and to the cities of Judah ye shall be built, and I will raise up the decayed places thereof. And that's exactly what Akim are doing when they're out there teaching, man. You're actually building spiritually, okay, that third temple, the temple of Jerusalem, okay, through the foolishness of preaching. Now there's the book of where was I again? Jeremiah 1 and 6. Then said I, and there's a lot of Akim. Hey, Lord, look, I can't speak. I'm not eloquent. I get, and it's okay, Akim. We're men, we're in the flesh. Of course, you're gonna get nervous. Of course, you're gonna be afraid. You might have your heart rate at 144 beats per second. Per minute, Salakia. You might have might get some type of demonic attack while you're teaching or something. So some type of spirit hops on you, man, and you start getting the shakes. Fuck, Lord, you're already out in the high. You get nervous, Akim, but that's when courage comes in. Okay, because courage, like it tells you here, it says, "What if I embarrass myself and people make fun of me?" And the reply was what? That would be great, because you would finally see there was nothing to be afraid of. If you embarrass yourself, life quickly moves on. But if you stay paralyzed by fear, your life never even starts. So, the greatest fear of man is that impending doom, that you're gonna feel paralyzed. For example, Akim, you ever seen the movie 8 Mile with with Eminem? In the beginning of that movie, Eminem, or Slim Shady, Matthew, however you want to call him, movie 8 Mile, Jake, which we believe he's a Jake. He's out, he's getting ready, man. He's in the restroom. He's practicing about what he's gonna rap, what he's about to display, against the crowd and against his opponent. And by the time he gets there, he gets out in the crowd on stage, he chokes. And people make fun of him, right? Look, he's choking. Look at him. Okay? And that happens at times, of course. You might get nervous. Okay, it might be your first time in the highways and the hedges. But guess what? At the end of the day, man, there was really nothing to be afraid of, because in the movie 8 Mile, Eminem, he gets the victory, man. Not just one victory, but he defeats two other Jakes, back to back, and he defeats the main guy, the main antagonist, okay, by the name of Papa Doc, which he goes by his real name, Connor Mackey. Connor Mackey, in the movie Eminem is known as Papa Doc. But hey, Eminem overcomes him, and how he was able to overcome him was through what? Through experience, Akim, because all throughout the movie in 8 Mile, what Eminem was doing, man, he was kind of adjusting. He was adjusting to his experiences, and every experience he been through. Okay, he had a journal. He had a journal. He wrote things down. He's like, okay, boom, boom, boom. He wrote it down. Okay, this happened. Okay, he wrote it down, and he would utilize all his experiences. Okay, in the big stage, man, and that big stage is symbolism to the highways and hedges, Akim. So really, okay, the only way to uh, combat, okay, fear is actually experiences, which experience, that's what wisdom's all about too. Wisdom, how you gain wisdom is through experience. Okay, experience what? Sufferings. You gotta use your sufferings, your setbacks, your past, your traumas, Akim. Use all that energy, okay, everything that you've been through, okay, and turn that into something positive to express yourself as a true servant of Yahweh Shema Shai. See, so really there's nothing to be embarrassed about, Hakim. Really these people got to be embarrassed about how the Lord's about to, put everybody to shame and put the prophets, his prophets, back into a position of rulership. Now, real quick, I want to go into the word stupid. It says mentally slow, lacking ordinary activity of mind, dual, from the Latin stupid, amazed, confounded, dual, foolish, stuck, senseless. Okay, and that's how these people see us. They see us senseless. Not only that, but they see Akim young, because the majority of the prophets, man, we started off young. I know myself. I started at the age of around 22, 23 years old. You got Akim that started at 20, at 18, at 25, before their 30s. So you might say, oh, fuck, I'm young. You might say, I'm not an eloquent speaker. But the Lord said what? Verse 6, Lord God, behold, I cannot speak, for I am a child. But the Lord said unto me, say not I am a child. So Akim, you got to have that mindset. Look, I'm not a child no more. You got to have the mindset, because we've been so beat down in this society, Akim. We've been so beat down that our confidence, it's very low. You had Akim might have been in middle school or high school, or even in your workplace. You might have been bullied, or you might have served in the military of Esau, Edom, and you might have had PTSD, some sort of post-traumatic stress disorder. You might have your long-term woman, your wife, who cheated on you. She left you, okay? Or maybe your kids don't like you. For whatever reason it is. Or these are examples of saying, look, I am young, or I'm not eloquent, or I've been through setbacks. I've been through a lot of defeats, okay? But hey, you got to use all that energy, Akim, or your traumas, okay, for the good of the ministry. Really, you got to put all your emotions away when you're dealing with the higher power, man. It says, but the Lord said unto me, say not I am a child, for thou shalt go to all that I shall send thee, and whatsoever I command you, you shall speak. See there, Akim? All you got to do, like they say in the world, showing up is half the battle. Showing up to the war zone, it's half the battle, Akim. It says, for thou shalt go to all that I shall send thee, and whatsoever I command you, thou shalt speak. See? So we were commanded to speak. Speak what? The words of prophecy. Now, it's easier said than done, but that's why the Lord, he prepares you. He scopes you. You before you're in the highways and hedges, you got to get scoped. You're going to get tried, Akim. You're going to get humiliated. You might get rocks thrown at you. Okay, you might get pushed and shoved. You might get spat on. Hey, but guess what happened to Yahushua? Yahushua went through those same afflictions. So how much more you? But you got to see that as, a process statement that the Lord, he's processing you through the furnace of affliction to build your character. Not only to build your character, but to build you into the man that you're supposed to be, which is what? Which is a man of the Lord. And through those experiences, Akim, the Lord's going to slowly take away that fear, right? Verse 8, be not afraid of their faces, for I am with you to deliver you, said the Lord. Yeah, so in times of affliction, in times of trouble, and the Lord's going to deliver you, Akim, if you're of his elect. And you got to truly believe that in your mind, because really, deliverance starts in the mind. It's a mindset, okay? Can't just go teach or be a man of the Lord and have a mindset of a mediocre person, man. When you're out there in the highways and hedges, when you're and not just in your highways and hedges, but in your daily lives, man, you gotta have a winner's mindset. You gotta have a mindset of our forefather Jacob. Hey, I'm a prince of the power. Hey, at times, Akim, you gotta have what they call affirmations. Gotta be like, look, I'm a man of the Lord. Even at times you gotta tell yourself you're number one. You're number one to yourself. You see yourself as the number one. Okay, not saying you're better than the other brother, but what I am saying is that these affirmations, saying you're strong, saying you're courageous, okay, saying you're a servant of Yahweh Shema Shai. Hey, words are powerful, man. So you gotta, we've been so beat down in this society that you gotta tell yourself these affirmations, Akim. You know, you gotta have a vision. Hey, we're visionaries. You're gonna have that visionary that you are a man of the Lord. It says, verse 9, then the Lord put forth his hand and touched my mouth, and the Lord said unto me, behold, I have put my words in thy mouth. So really, when you're in the highways and hedges, man, you're representing the creator of the universe. You're representing the creator of these people out here, man. Okay? Just the only difference is that you're in a higher position. It says, verse 10, see, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms. And that's the mindset you're supposed to have, Akim. Your mindset is, look, the Lord put me in the position to be over these nations, man. So every time you're in the house and hedges, you're supposed to look at these people like, shit, I'm over you. See? And we do that humbly, of course, in a humble, contrite spirit. But truly, and your mindset has to be, look, I'm in the Lord, I'm a prophet, the Lord ordained me, and I'm over you, you know? I got the authority to root you out, to pull you down, to destroy you, and to throw down, and to build and to plant. Through what? Through the words of Yahweh, again, all you gotta do is speak the words of the Heavenly Father. Here, when you go down to verse 17, it says, thou therefore gird up thy loins. And a lot of you argue, you gotta gird up thy loins. Bitterly, go into your room or go into your restroom, and you gotta look yourself in the mirror, man. And you gotta truly know who you are. Because at times, we're so distracted, we're so beat down at times that we forget who we are. So that's when you gotta have these affirmations to the best of your ability. Look, hey, I'm an Israelite, okay? I'm an Israelite from such an XYZ tribe. Man of the Lord, and the Lord called me. He called me to be a serviceman, to serve Him, and to prophesy, no matter what. Gird up thy loins and arise and speak unto them. Hey, what I do out here my time, before I go to the highways and hedges and hopefully just help the brothers. At times I'll talk to myself, man. In the spirit, hey, look, you gotta have, for example, like the Lord when He told Saul before Saul became king, there was a scene where he actually prophesied with men of the Lord, and he was turned into a different man. But this man that you're being turned into, it gotta be consistent. Okay, it's not just man of the Lord and on the weekend, man of the Lord just on a Sunday, man of the Lord just on a Saturday. No, being a man of the Lord, it has to be
man who serves a greater purpose. And what's that greater purpose? Kingdom of heaven, I think. Because here in this world, you hear about the masculine man and this, being a man is lifting weights. Being a man is, reading books. You know, being a man is you gotta have a good posture, and of course these are attributes of a man, a male, right? But a true man, okay, is a man who serves a greater purpose, and our purpose as great men of Yahweh Shai Lord's will is to serve the Lord
by teaching his word, man. It says, be not dismayed at their faces, lest I confound you before them. So if you're not out there in the highways and hedges, Akim, hey, the Lord's gonna confound you. So it's better off if you go out there, man, and gird up your loins like a man, and handle business, Akim. It says, verse 18, for behold, I have made you this day a defense city. Yeah, so every brother individually, you're like unto a defense city. You're your own small city. Okay, like it tells you in the book of Proverbs. Okay, the man that ruleth over his spirit is stronger than 10 wise men in a city, right? It says, and as an iron pillar and brazen walls against the whole land, against the kings of Judah, right? You're gonna have to deal with your own people as well, man. Against the princes thereof, against the priests thereof. Yeah, these different Catholic priests, this Jehovah wickedness. Okay, you're gonna encounter all kinds of high level status people of this world, and against the people of the land, and they shall fight against you, right? They might spiritually fight against you, okay, which that's most of the time spiritually attacks, but it could also get physical, Akim. You see, that's what we gotta of course always try to stay spiritual. Hey, but there's gonna come a point where the Lord's gonna start giving powers to his men. Okay, in these last days, as we head into harder times, darker times, you're gonna start seeing more demonic attacks against men of the Lord, and that's when the Lord's gonna start answering back. Okay, giving brothers spiritual powers. Okay, to fight against, the demonic attacks. It says, but they shall not prevail against you, for I am with you, said the Lord, to deliver you. See that? So you got to have that in mind, Akim, that the Lord's going to deliver you, okay, from adversity, man. Because the only way to be delivered, okay, from adversity is if you go through adversity. You got to go through. You got to go, okay, like it tells you here, because part of suffering affliction is actually looking foolish, okay, in front of these people, man. It says, I think it's in Timothy. Yep, 2 Timothy 4:5. But watch thou in all things, endure afflictions. And part of this ministry, Akim, or the ministry of Yahweh Bashim Shai, you're gonna have to go through a lot of afflictions. Whether it's in your sleep, you might get nightmares, you might get insomnia. Shit, at times Akim get paranoid. You're like, oh shit, what the fuck? No, you're just chilling, right? Minding your own business. Yeah, you might be reading the scriptures, and that spirit of paranoia kicks in. Oh, what the fuck? They call it what's that word? Forgot that word. Where you're just chilling, and all of a sudden you get that feeling of what the fuck going on. See, that's part of afflictions, Akim. Might have a good day, and then all your family goes against you. You might get scam likely calls, and you just might get a random calls or random emails, and a woman might hit you up that hasn't hit you up in months or even years. How the fuck you get my she got your number out of nowhere. Now she wants to hang out. Hey, these are examples of afflictions, Akim. Okay, and this truth comes with that price, the price of affliction. But that's part of your processing. Okay, as part of your process. Okay, your process of the Lord scoping you into the character, into that character He wants you to become, Akim. He wants you to become, okay, that main character of His movie. Which is not to take nothing away, because really the main character is Yahweh Shai, but under Yahweh Shai, it's the prophets. We're also the main characters of the Lord's movie. It says, "Do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry." See, so hey, in this faith, Akim, hey, you gotta prove yourselves. Prove yourself whether you're in the faith, and part of proving for your faith is going through those afflictions, and going to the highways and hedges, teaching, looking foolish towards to these people, man. That's part of afflictions, Akim. See, so again, your fear of looking stupid is the only stupid thing about you. So brothers who don't want to, you don't want to teach, you're being lukewarm. You don't want to put your face in the forefront. You don't want to get persecuted. You don't want to do nothing for the kingdom. Well, your fear, okay, because that's really fear, man. Okay, and we all get the spirit of fear, but the only difference is that a true man of the Lord will be courageous and overcome that fear by pursuing his passions, which is this truth, Akim. Okay, and if you don't, like they say in the world, there's two types of pain. Okay, the was it the pain of regret, or the pain of greatness? Because to be great, you're also gonna suffer pain, but a bigger pain is regretting. You should have, could have, would have. Man, I should have gone to the house and hedges. I should have taught. I should have been a better brother. All these flashbacks. You know what I'm saying? All these should have, could have, would have. Right? I should have done this. Should have done that. Why? Because out of fear, man. Okay, fear of looking stupid. Because at times you might have Akim, you might have a defect. You might be a brother that was born with a defect. You might have been born with leprosy. Okay, you might have been born you might be a short brother. You might be a 5'2" brother. Might be a brother that has a torn in the flesh. And that's why you're afraid, man, of what people are gonna say about you. Hey, but guess what? Hey, the Lord didn't call you for that, man. He didn't call you to be afraid. He actually called you, okay, to do His work, okay, heartily, with everything you got. Colossians 3:23, and whatsoever you do it heartily as to the Lord, and not unto man. You're doing this for the Lord, man. To hell with these people, okay? We're only here for the elect, and that's it. We're here to serve the Lord. Yahweh Shema Shai. And part of serving the Lord is serving His elect, and everybody else. Okay, these other people, these other man, woman. Okay, the Lord said, let them perish for them that were born in vain. So Akim, hey, don't let your fear of looking stupid, okay, be the only stupid thing about you, Akim. Okay, because really, you're looking more foolish. Okay, you're looking more confounded, not doing the will of the Lord, than when you're doing His will, if that makes sense, Akim. So hey, whatever you do, Akim, be courageous, gird up your loins, get out there, Akim. Get out there in the war zone, prove yourselves, okay, not unto man, but towards Yahweh Shema Shai. Let them know that, look, that you want this kingdom, that you're tired of this wicked society, okay, that you want a new a righteous lifestyle, man. You want to keep His commandments. You want to be able to travel the different planets, man. You want to be able to have a loving family. You want to be able to walk around your kingdom and not deal with Esau, Edom anymore, and these other heathens, man. Okay. And with that, I pray this quick lesson was edifying. I want to say shalom.